Wow. This is beautiful. Let me share. Let me share. Mm. 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 Yep. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I'm still sharing. Yeah, I've shared. Hi, my name is Nikki Badmos, AKMC Honorable Laiwola. On this my channel, I speak Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Pidgin English most especially because I like to meet with people at the grassroots. Anytime you come by this video, please can you keep sharing and sharing and sharing because a lot of things are happening in the society today and most people are not looking at it. They look at it like it's normal. They look at it like it's something that because they can do it, others can do it. But I beg to disagree. I beg to tell you today that is happening anyway. It's happening everywhere. And even in the society where it can be controlled, it's still happening, right? Was it beginning of this week? I started a series titled types of abuse, and there are almost 10 types of abuse, if not more, if I'm not mistaken, but there are some very common ones that I'll be talking about. However, from where I come from originally, which is Nigeria, there are some abuse going on there. In Africa as a whole, there are abuse that are going on there, but people tend not to be like aware of it, or they're aware of it and they decide to ignore it. No. We're in a time where things like that cannot be ignored because it's going far and wide, and people are really suffering for this. And it's due to the fact that some people decide to shy away from it. Like last week I talked about physical abuse after doing my research as a mental health practitioner, also as an adult nurse myself. There are physical abuse, there is sexual abuse that is leading to, like sexual abuse is leading to rape and all sorts of things going on. There is one that somebody was finally jailed in Nigeria, although people are still kicking against it. Now, there is one that is ongoing that some people are not talking about it. People that are expected to talk about it are not talking about it. Then some celebrities like Eten Shaw, kudos to you. Adetong, kudos to you as well. And what's her name? Princess, kudos to you because you people are really standing up and talking about it. I don't know other people that spoke about it, but these are the three people that I know, three ladies, three strong women that are talking about it. And I've not heard any other person talk about it. And I don't know if the justice has been served because I'm yet to get to that level where justice has been served. So far, so good. I've not seen anything being said. Now, on my channel, I've just come to create this awareness, like I said, begin telling you these types of abuse. Even in the clinical settings, there are abuse. But today, now, I will be talking about two types of abuse that is also common and is leading to people committing suicide and is leading to people doing all sorts of things to themselves, and people are still ignoring it. Oh, wow. It's quite a great one. Please, when you come in, my people, keep sharing this video, keep liking it, keep talking about it. You can ask me questions. Even at the end of this stream, you can still ask me questions. I'll definitely get back to you. I know people are busy. In some countries, it's afternoons. In some countries, it's evening. In some countries, people are sleeping. Here in Manchester, we are wide awake, and the time is 10 10:25, 10:30. Yeah. And some people are at work. If you come across my video, please share it. It might be important to somebody that you never know. Straight on, let's go straight. Don't mind me if I speak any other language. I must speak pidgin. Take it like that. Because it's this channel where we try to get to people at the grassroots. Yeah. We try to get to people at the grassroots, because an average, will I say, tell me if I'm wrong, will I say an average African or an average Nigerian understands pidgin English? That's to my best of knowledge. That's how much I know. Today I'll be talking about some people call it psychological abuse, some people call it emotional abuse, some people call it mental abuse. Abuse is abuse. Anyone you call it, it is called abuse. Psychological abuse. There are sometimes examples of psychological abuse, right? Blames, insults, humiliation, controlling, intimidating, bullying, harassing, being stopped from seeing other people or using services or supportive network, being locked away, verbal abuse, swearing, threats, using tones and volumes of voice to intimidate, body language, denial of culture and language needs, or restricting their rights to access other culture and denying the people the right to make their own decision. Yes, this goes a long way. And this is something that happens on a regular basis. Let me tell you, there are some people. Let me ask you this question. You have not been a witness to to an event that has happened. And somebody called you and said, this person was the reason, Mr. A was the reason why my wife left me. And because you don't know, and remember, you don't know anything about it. You were just called, informed, told, about something. Because you don't like Mr. A or you don't like Miss B, you decide to start blaming the person when you don't have concrete evidence. That is classed as bullying. That is classed as an abuse. There are lots of Facebook events going on, lots of speakers. There are lots of people coming online, destroying each other, destroying people's integrity, destroying their person, destroying their family without concrete evidence. You can be sued. Depending on how you see it, you can be sued automatically. Now, because people are so busy, people don't even know, can I sue this person? But there are some sharp people, some smart people. Now, somebody comes online to come and abuse me, and I decide not to respond to the person, and I decide to block the person. The person keeps going on and on and on and on about this abuse, and I've not responded one bit. I can download that video, take it to the police, and sue this person. Because it's an abuse. The person don't have information about what he's doing. The person does not have enough evidence. That's one kind of abuse. Another abuse, this new trend that is going on. Why would the right-thinking person, you saw your husband cheating, you caught him in the act, and you decide to strip the person naked, recorded the person, and post it online? Oh my God, that's a terrible abuse. That is harassment. That can lead to anything. The person you posted that video, like a woman that is trending online with another lady trending online, a right-thinking person, you strip a woman like yourself. You did not blame your husband. You did not sort it out with your husband, but you stripped this woman. And you did what? You posted it online. And you think you have done something right. No, it is wrong. That is nothing but abuse. And that can be a psychological abuse. That woman can be traumatized. That woman can be depressed for the whole of her life. A lot of things is happening in Nigeria. It's happening in Nigeria that people are taking for granted. If that lady has children, do you know you have destroyed the children's life? because of what you did to their mother. And you, the woman that undressed that woman, what is giving you the assurance that your husband will not wake up tomorrow and decide to marry that woman? No, I'm only asking a question, though. If that woman knows her right, she can sue you. No right-thinking woman will do that to a fellow woman. Do it to your husband. Call your husband. Sort it out with your husband. Don't allow things to see. In Africa, one thing I tell people is that in as much as every country, every continent has its own culture, has its own beliefs, has its own everything, we should not, and I repeat, we should not take justice into our hand. At the end of the day, be blamed. At the end of the day, turn it to an abuse. At the end of the day, start bullying people. Yes, the woman was wrong. Yes, I don't know the kind of witch will come inside her head, though, that she was able to go to your matrimonial home. But at the end of the day, you doing that to her, you have successfully abused that woman. And when you were, what I don't understand about that video, that's another show on its own, no, but it is not for now. I'm just bringing it out because that is an emotional abuse. Now, the husband has abused you, the wife, emotionally. He has cheated, he has lied, right? Now, you have gone ahead, taking it further by abusing that woman, right? By intimidating her. You have subject her to depression. So we should be very careful about the things we do. When we want to fight for ourselves, most times we end up abusing. We end up misunderstanding what we're supposed to do. If the woman has done that to her husband, now then too carry themselves. But doing it to another woman, recording her and posting her online. If you were to be in a developed world, you are a goner. Because she will be fought for. And she could still be fought for. Are we understanding? That is an abuse. And I tell people every now and again, the abusers are always people you know. A lot of verbal abuse are going on online. Plenty verbal abuse. People are saying all sorts of things that they don't know anything about. People are harassing people. People are bearing false witness. They are intimidating you. They are blocking people away. Can you imagine a woman that locked a little child inside a cage? And you tell me that's not an abuse? That is an abuse. It's an abuse that you can be sued for. I tell people every now and again, there are abuses that people tend to not to understand that these are abuse. I'm sharing. It's an abuse. I tell people every now and again, it is an abuse. We should be careful. Verbal abuse is an abuse. Humiliating, insulting someone, bearing false witness, what you don't know anything about. You just go ahead and abuse someone. It is an abuse. You can be sued. That's why I'm very careful when I even watch shows online and I find out that this is nothing but abuse. I walk away from it. It's as simple as that. There are some shows I'll find myself, I'll know this person can be sued. I've watched 1,000,001 shows online. I know this person can be sued, especially if the other party is not responding. You can be sued. A situation whereby it's children, because they are the one that suffers this abuse the more. The weaker link suffers it the more. Please, it is an abuse. When you're not culturally sensitive, different culture in different places. When you're not culturally sensitive, even in this country where I am, when you're not culturally sensitive, you look at people's culture and you make jest of it. We should be open-minded. That is a bad abuse. There is no abuse that is good, but that is terrible. Stopping people from using networks that will help them is an abuse. There are people, when you abuse them psychologically, mentally, whatever way you abuse them, they tend to lose sleep. They tend not to get themselves. They tend to be agitated. They tend to be anxious. These are one of the signs that you see. It is an abuse. I beg of you. I'm using this medium to beg people. When you're going through those kind of abuse, don't keep quiet. Open your mouth. Talk about it. It's a mental health thing. It can lead to anything. Yes, it can lead to anything. When you're abusing someone, you don't know the person's mental state. You're abusing this person. Like me, there are some films I cannot watch. There are some videos I cannot watch. Let me have a drink of water. That's my medicine there. It traumatizes me. It's out there on social media, but it traumatizes me. Some people can watch it and get the message, but I cannot watch it because it traumatizes me. They might be trying to pass a message. So please, let us stop it. And you might be going through it and you don't know. You say, hey, my husband is possessive. My husband is caring. He's showing some kind of love. No. It is not love. Don't grow through things that you will think is love. It is not love. It is not love. I keep saying it. That is not love. That's not the way to show love to you, to people that you love. It is not love. There are times when I see people saying things, it is not love. There are times when I see people misunderstanding love for some things that they think they are going through. It is not love. It is not love. Because someone that you love so much, you will not be possessed or obsessed over them. No. If you know the definition of love. Yes, you're allowed to be jealous to an extent, but not to the extent of restraining the person from doing what the person loves doing. No, it's not done that way. When it's not love, it's not love. It's something else. That is an abuse. Now, in a mental health setting, the way you talk to someone, your tone, your voice, your depth of voice matters. Because it can be classed as an abuse, and it is very easy for a mental health patient to sue you. And I can guarantee you they might win you. I've told one of my colleagues, she's from Rwanda, I think. She doesn't mean any harm, but the tone of her voice is awful. She'll be talking to you that is her friend. You will think you're fighting. Now, when she's talking to patients, most times they be like, excuse me, why are you talking to me like that? I had to pull her aside. And I told her, I said, you know what? You have to learn how to speak to people. You have to consciously bring down your tone. You have to consciously bring down the volume. You have to consciously know the depth you want to talk with people. Communication matters. Most people these days, they don't communicate. They talk at each other. That's why I don't have to go far. It's all over social media. I don't have to go far. Because social media is a world of its own. And people watch it all the time. The amazing part is that 90% of the time, people watch fights. They watch controversies, but they never You never see them on a platform that they are doing educative shows. No, no. They like controversy. They love it. They will give stars, they will share, they will like, they will comment. But let them come to this kind of shows, you will never find them there. I tell people every now and again, a lot of us are going through abuse back there in Africa, even here. Now, if abuse can be happening in a civilized world, in a developed country, where there are rules and regulation, where there are laws to guide us, you can imagine going through that in a country or in a continent where we don't have that. Even when we have it, it's not effective. So the ball is in our own hand. The ball is in our courts for us to know what we are going through and how to handle it. A man is said to be the head of the house. But this man is not financially buoyant. The wife decides to be sleeping around to bring money home. She has tortured the man psychologically. She has touched the man's brain. A man is rich. He has money. He's married to a woman. At every mistake the woman does, the man beats the woman. It can be classed as a physical abuse and as a psychological abuse. If the woman does not leave that relationship, one of this will happen. It's either she kills herself or she kills the man. Because there will come a day she wants to fight back. Some things might happen and you don't know where it will lead to. That's the danger. You don't know where it will lead to. Don't mind my voice and my sniffling. No, I've got flu. Are we understanding? So if you are in an abusive relationship, instead of you waiting to fight back, leave. I can tell you tentatively, I've been in one as well. I left. I don't even have power to talk. I don't even have the strength. Because by the time you say, oh, it is people of the world that are putting hand in it is people of the world, then you will die. Then you realize it's not people of the world. People of the world are too busy. That's why I keep telling mothers, if you see anger in your child, work on it. If the languages your child is using is wrong, stop him or her. Those are the children that develops to be wife beaters, husband beaters. It's as simple as that. There is no two ways about it. It is that simple. They are the one that becomes it. It's not one person, you didn't take care of the child when you saw those traits in the child. It is now when the child has grown to that level you want to take care of. Who does that? Like I tell my boys all the time, if you get married and one day your wife comes and reports you, I will jail you myself. Because no child of mine will be a woman beater. It is not happening. No child of mine. And they look at me, Mom, why are you sounding like that? Why would I beat a woman? It's an animal that does that. I say, thank God you know it's an animal that does that. Now, some of us do this thing and we don't even know we are doing it. When you're denying someone the right to make a decision, you're helping the person to make decision all the time. We do it. It happens in relationship a lot. You're helping someone to make a decision. It's abuse. It's a psychological abuse and emotional abuse. It is any kind of abuse if you want to put it under psychological, emotional, or mental abuse. When a man makes decision on behalf of the wife without seeking the consent of the wife, you just decide, oh, my wife won't want to go to that party. Oh, my wife will not like that cloth. Have you asked her? It's a different ball game if you ask her, you say, my dear, I won't want you to go to that party. And you people talk about it. It's a different idea altogether. Or, my dear, this money that I'm placing in your hand, I want you to use it to do something lucrative so that we'll discuss about it. Then you can help to make that kind of decision. Not making the decision on their behalf for what now? Nítorí pé why? So that's what will happen. That is a psychological abuse. On another series, we'll talk about how to deal with it because it causes a lot of things. It causes confusion, it causes anxiety, even when we are talking to our children, especially we African mothers. Rowan, yeah, can you bring that for me? When he's going to bring it? Why you are bringing that? Jide, carry the other one. Anthony, you're sending 3 children the same direction, and they will look at each other. Mommy, make up your mind. Then you say they are being rude. Mom, you have not made up your mind. If you make up your mind, we will know. So a lot of things is attached to this. Now that's psychological, emotional, or mental abuse. Now let's go to another abuse. It happens in relationships a lot. A lot of times it happens. It's financial or material exploitation. Some husbands are exploiting their wives. Some wives are exploiting their husbands. Some people are exploiting each other. Theft of money and benefit, property possession, removal or control of person's finance without permission, blackmail or taking advantage, coercing or deceiving people into giving money or signing documents, pressure in connection with wills, property inheritance, or financial transactions. It happens all the time. Your parents can decide, your father can decide to write a will. When he's coming of age, one party can decide that no, you shouldn't give them this, and is that you should be giving them that, because the man is that weak, because the mother is that weak, because the woman is that weak, the person is that weak. You are pressurizing the person to change the will to favor you. Who does that? You are nothing but an abuser. People do it a lot all over the world. Because you have somebody's nakedness. How you got it, I don't know. You decide to be using that video to blackmail the person. That is an abuse. Because you're a blackmailer. You're taking advantage. The one I know I've gone through is those days when there was nothing. And I was working with I work put into the person's account. He was using my money. And we're supposed to be in a relationship. Ìjọ tó wá mú mi gangan pé èèyàn yóò níṣẹ́ o. I mean, èèyàn yóò ní ìwé o. Ìjọ yẹn làṣírí ẹ̀ tú because I had almost 7,000 in his account. Kò lè produce 4,000 nínú 7,000. It's an abuse. Abuse, babala abuse. That one abuse. Going to steal your wife's money or your husband's money is also an abuse because you don't know what that money is kept for. Collect the money, ask, take permission. It won't cost anything. That's when somebody cannot explain how they spend the money. To be looking at it. Then you see all these Yahoo boys, all these scammers, they are abusing us financially. Financially, they are abusing us. In case you don't know, all those Yahoo boys, they are abusing us. Big time, they are abusing us. Buruku, buruku. Because you go to your, the other time I went to my account, 1,000 has gone. I don't know how this 1,000 take waka. I did not even shout plenty shout. I just called my bank. Since then, even if me want to buy something, my bank will get in touch with me. If I want to buy something online, they get in touch with me first. So be sure it's me. Am I communicating? Or somebody, this one that they do a lot, help me build something in Nigeria now. You collect the person money. Mama, they do am for pikin. Egbon, they do am for aburo. Friend, they do am for each other. Collect the person money. Property, they no see. Nothing wey dem see. Is an abuse. It's an abuse. Okay, look at that boy. That 29 years old boy that did massive wedding. Just for them to discover in United States that the guy is involved in almost 63 robberies. But he do that wedding now. That wedding big. Everybody that came eats. Hey, they want to people that are hardworking. They are targeting that kind of wedding. They are targeting that kind of. The wife is happy. Did she ask the husband, where do you get the money from? Yes, it's working. What kind of work are you doing that is giving you this plenty money? But women, when we see like things, now it's a disgraceful act. Look at the other one that kidnaps. And yet he came online and was showing a lot of money. Also. The young ones that are making money legit, oh God, when? Oh God, when? Oh God, when? Oh. Instead of them to appreciate. That's why I tell people, don't let anything on this social media confuse you. No confuse yourself. Don't put yourself in a situation whereby you no go feel waka, you no go dey happy with your legit business. No do one. Because no be it doesn't work that way. Be contented with the little things you have. Because all this abuse, these are financial exploitation. You're exploiting someone. You're exploiting somebody. And it is wrong. In all ramifications, it is wrong. Please. There are lots of abuses. Please. Let's just stop it. A lot of abuses. But today I'm going to I will like to stop at this junction. I don't want to give you too much information, then you won't understand. Please keep sharing this program. Subscribe to this channel. Put on your notification button. This is a very long series. Today is just the part 2 of types of abuse. At the end of the day, we'll know when we are being abused. We'll know how to stop it. We'll know the causes. We'll know the reason. We'll know how to go about it. But no matter the kind of abuse you're going through, I crave your indulgence and I beg of you, please speak out. Speak out. Don't listen to the abusers. Speak out is very, very important. Because I will keep telling you, there is no health without mental health. Until I come your way again, it's your girl Nikki Badmos, aka MC Honorable Laiwola. Keep stabilizing your mind and speak out when you're going through any kind of abuse. See you later. Bye.